Jameis to throw it. A battle for it, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Marcus Williams. And they'll start out with great field position at the 47-yard line in enemy territory.
Ready? You ready?
Mike, 45. You don't want to pick up the ball.
Ready, set.
Now a first down carry. It's Kamara. He'll get only a couple down to the 44.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Check 45 to Mike.
Hey, exit.
From the 44, Breeze. And that'll be incomplete. The turnover put them in great field position. They don't want to squander it with third down coming up.
No, not at all. And you know what else you do? You make your defense mad.
Yeah.
They got you the football, gave you a great opportunity. You got to cash in and get some points.
And the line to gain here is the 37 on third down. Off the play fake to Kamara. It's Breeze. Open man is Michael Thomas. It'll be a Saints first down on a gain of 16 yards.
Come on, one thing for sure. You know that Michael Thomas is going to be the target on a third down pass, and Drew Brees finds him and keeps this drive moving.
Ready? 5-8, 5-8.
Check.
Hey, easy. Hey, easy.
Breeze now on first down. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
And plays like that really hurt play calling. They had a really nice gain on the previous play, but gave about half the yardage back on the sack. Excellent pressure up front. Nowhere to go with the football. Down he goes.
So second and long, and got to be careful not to fall out of field goal range. Breeze leaves this one with Kamara, and he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up third down.
Nice play right there to stop him behind the line, but I want to see how this defense continues to play him here in the first half.
Yeah, we know. You know better than I. He has the ability to take over a game, so what do you do?
Yeah, I think you have to make sure that you bottle him in at varying levels, because if you crowd everyone to the line of scrimmage, if he breaks through, there's nothing but room to run.
Now a third down throw, but it misses the target, incomplete.
He had a good game catching the ball in the backfield a week ago, and they're going to try and involve him in that way in this game as well. But you can tell scouting is taking over. They're making it a little bit more difficult.
Now, defensively, they told us, hey, we've got to take him out of the passing game, limit it to just short runs, because he can really impact this offense. Charles, 54 yards. I'm surprised that came up short.
I would agree with that one, because normally, if he misses, it's accuracy, not length, because he has plenty of leg for that. But maybe it's like I hit my golf shot. You know, maybe it's like my wedge. You know, when you chili dip and you hit the ground ahead of it, sometimes that'll shorten your distance as well.
10 yards there and a Buccaneer first down.
And there we see an early burst that makes him one of the leading rushers in the league.
Well, I want you to know, I listened to you yesterday when we were watching film. You said write down the word vision for him. It was on display there, wasn't it?
It certainly was, because he allows the blocks to set up in front of him. And if that continues, it could be a long afternoon for those guys trying to play some defense.
To throw is Winston. Blitz coming, and down he goes. Marcus Davenport in there to get him, and on the season now, that is 9 sacks for him. Now following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a second down and 17.
Let's go.
Throwing, Winston. And this is going to wind up incomplete. The coverage there too strong on the deep ball, and now they face a third down. And Charles, got to like what this defense has been able to do these last couple of plays.
Yeah, they get the sack on first down, then they force the incomplete pass. Now they're just a play away from getting the football right back, but it's a big play. They've got to hold up.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Play action now, Winston. He'll let this thing go for Sanders. Got a man, it's caught inside the 10. And he's into the end zone for a Tampa Bay touchdown. Emmanuel Sanders, his second touchdown on the season, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Extra point by Gay is up and good, and it's now a 7-0 game. And following the touchdown now, it's Bradley Pinion on to kick this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And, you know, certainly a lot of football left to be played. We're not into December yet, but right now where we stand, in first place in their division, looking good, looking to be a threat come January.
And let's think about what every team has in their goals. Right? Number one goal is what? Make the playoffs. Number two goal is win your division. Number three goal, and the biggest goal, I think, is to be the highest seed possible that you can be heading into the playoffs so that you can try to have as many home games as possible to try and get you to the Super Bowl.
And right now fighting for every win possible to try to at least secure home field for the wild card and or divisional round. Throwing on first down is Breeze. He's going to launch this thing way downfield. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's second down.
One thing I know from experience is that when the deep ball is thrown and you're the defender, you've got to fight that little bit of panic that emerges. You've got to play the ball really well. It's a 50-50 jump ball play. And guess what? They took a shot. How are you going to win it? And in this case, they managed to get it done.
And he'll only get a yard, maybe two, up to the 46. We haven't seen much from him running the football here in this first quarter.
No, you're right about that. We haven't seen much of him at all so far. They've stacked him up pretty well. But when you're trying to run the football, sometimes you got to play the long game. Keep handing it to him, and some of those runs that aren't working now, they turn into 6, 7, 8, and maybe more later on.
Looking left side, it's complete. He's got it. Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short. And now the Bucs deciding to take a timeout defensively. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. The Saints on fourth down last year, 13 of 16, second best in the league, and they'll try it here. They run. It's Kamara. And he has the first down yardage before they bring him down right at the 45. Just a gain of 3, but they'll certainly take it as they convert on fourth down. Staying on the ground on first with Kamara. The Saints first down there on a gain of 11.
A gain of 11 on the play. First down, Saints.
And this should be the final play before the quarter ends. On first down, Breeze. And this is caught inside the 5. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans. Jared Cook with touchdown number 7 on the year. As his guys are on the board here in this first quarter. Lutz with the extra point. 7-7, our score after 1.
With the score tied 7-7.
So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
Ready.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And to be frank, they're just in a tough spot. It's only November, already eliminated from playoff contention. I know their fan base doesn't want to hear that, but that's the case. What are they fighting for now going forward?
You know exactly what they're fighting for. Is that word that some people don't want to hear, but it's pride.
Draft. Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I was going to go draft, but pride's better, right?
Well, you know something? You're right, because that's part of it, but that's two different mindsets. That's front office mindset, draft position, where are we going to be and what do we need to get? And then the players and the coaching staff right now, pride. Can they win some games and feel better about themselves despite the fact they have no shot at the playoffs?
Now on 2nd and 13. Winston, he's going to air it out deep for Matthew. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Marcus Williams. And they take possession of the football and have it at the 36-yard line. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. The last possession, these guys were able to tie the game with a touchdown, and now they'll have a chance to move out in front.
Yeah, let's give a big assist to the defense who got the ball back. The special teams went out there, handled things. They've got it. They've got momentum. I know they're eager to get out there and put it on display.
Brings up 2nd and 9 at the 37-yard line.
Ready. 5-9.
Check 45, come on. Come on, baby, I'm coming, baby.
Kamara. And this winds up a gain of 4 to the 41.
And that's one of the reasons you like to blitz even on rundowns. It confuses the blocking assignments. It doesn't allow those offensive linemen to get up to the second level.
The Saints on 3rd down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This will be 3rd and 5. This is complete to Michael Thomas.
Partner, that's excellent timing right there. Breaking off the route and being able to hit it right when he stops.
1st down, New Orleans.
Ready. 95, 56.
I'm on. Double time.
On the ground, Kamara. And he got blown up. Losing yardage on the play back at the 44. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on 1st down.
Ready. Sammy. You ready?
Game situation, let's go. Check 3, check
36.
Now on 2nd and 13. Breeze gets this to a standout receiver, Thomas. And this is going to lead to another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Bucs 23.
A gain of 21 yards. And the Saints 1st down.
Set. Yellow lady.
Mike, 45.
Hey, easy. Get set.
From the gun, it's a run for Kamara. And he'll get it down this time to the 17. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice, solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
Kill. Here we go.
Give it up.
Hey, box truck.
From the 17, Breeze. He goes full extension, and he's got it. That leads us to a 1st and goal. It's a pickup of 8.
Well, partner, when you ask anyone other than your QB to throw the ball, you must have a lot of confidence, or you think you're really going to fake them out, and it looks like they did exactly that.
Yeah, going deep in the playbook, and a great grab on the other end. Try to pound it in, Kamara. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans. Alvin Kamara. Touchdown number 18 on the year. And the Saints have taken the lead. Lutz will look to add the extra point. And he's got it. It's now a 14-7 ball game.
Extra score, Saints 14, Buccaneers 7.
Morstead out now following the touchdown to kick. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. That 7-0 lead of theirs short-lived as they've now given up 2 straight touchdowns to fall behind by 7.
Yeah, but no cause for discouragement here. Yeah, they've fallen behind, but haven't they proven that they can go down and score? So what was the formula that got them down there the first time? Get back to something close to that, and maybe they can get this game tied up.
Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. We've hit the 2-minute mark in the second quarter, 14-7. We remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll send you cross-state to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman will have all the stats and all the scores from games going on during another busy Sunday in the National Football League. On 2nd down, Cook. He'll be hit down at the 33, 5 yards on the play.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
Ready. Blue ready.
Mike 29. Tighten up. Pull it together.
They'll run it. Here's Cook. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. First down, Tampa Bay there, a gain of 13. Following the good run by Cook, here's another 1st and 10.
Go! 1st and 10 at the 46-yard line.
From the shotgun, it's Winston. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Cameron Jordan make that now 8 sacks for him on the season.
Hindsight is 20/20, partner. Maybe they should have kept it on the ground again.
Well, it almost looked like the O-line was run blocking again. I mean, they opened up a big hole last time. This time they opened up a hole, and the quarterback got sacked. To try again after the sack, Winston. And this is incomplete. He was trying to get it to Seth Roberts, and it's 3rd down.
This defense has been very disruptive early on as they force another one to go awry.
Seems to be the front and the back end. Pass rush, they've been able to get home, and they're taking the ball away in coverage as well.
I love how you put it together. The front and back working in sync, only way to play good defense.
Letting one go deep for Roberts. And, Jameis intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off by Janoris Jenkins.
Well, I tell you, Brandon, this ball's intercepted, but it is 3rd down. So the silver lining is that since this is so far down the field and there wasn't a big run back associated with it, really this kind of works like a punt. It's not an altogether bad result.
Watch the twist.
Shoot kill.
Time go.
They'll indeed try to run it out as they start on the ground. And he'll work this back to right around the line of scrimmage and surrender there. The Saints going to call the first of their timeouts as they stop it with 28 seconds to go in the first half of play.
Waiting.
Let's see what you got. 45.
Hey, seam 6.
Check.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Breeze firing quickly here, and that's complete. Now we'll get a quick timeout called by New Orleans, number 2, as the stoppage will come with 23 seconds to go till halftime.
1st down, Saints.
Ready. 11. 5-9.
Hey, watch the slant.
Hey, Haywood.
Hey, that can be.
Now a play fake. Breeze. Flush to his right, and that is incomplete. 16 seconds now on the clock.
Yeah, that one sailed on him. You've got to make sure you give your receiver a chance to come down inbounds because they are very gifted. They'll make the circus catches, but they make them out of bounds. That does you no good.
Strip that ball.
Back to the air on 2nd down. It's Breeze. He gets this one complete to Traquan Smith. Now a timeout signaled for, and they'll get it with 10 seconds to go before halftime. The 2nd down completion got him 7. Now here's 3rd and 3.
45, Mike.
Hey, easy.
Let's get that ball here. Let's get that ball right here.
Again, it's Breeze. And Thomas has it. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. 17 there, and a New Orleans 1st down.
Good work, boys. Let's
So even though it's first down, here's the field goal unit on now to try to get 3 before halftime. From the left hash, this from 46. And this one is right down the middle. So a big play before the end of the half to get him into this spot, and they cash in with 3.
How about the 1-2 to the solar plexus on that one? The big play, the field goal, not much time left on the clock. That's the way to go into the half.
We have hit halftime. Still 2 more quarters to go. We'll take a timeout. We'll be back after this. You're watching the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. It's in the game. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never want to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there. But this is I'm doing it, though. This is a really important drive. And we often talk about teams scripting plays to start a game. A lot of them script to start the second half, too. And they're scripting something that they expect to get them into the end zone and back into this game.
We'll see if that script is a good one for them. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9.
You can't block me.
Play fake. Winston. On the move. And Winston lost the football. And this is picked up by the Saints. And they will take over at the 29-yard line.
When I see a play like that, I come back to risk reward. I don't know about you, but is it worth it at that point, whatever you're going to pick up, to either take the hit, and in this case, lose the football?
So should have gone down. I mean, hindsight's always 20/20, but that's the safe play.
You're exactly right. Hindsight's really never wrong, is it? Because you can analyze it, but I think ultimately you got to look at it as a first option, taking care of the ball, getting what you can, and that's it. Don't worry about any more.
They only got a yard out of that last completion, and that makes this 2nd and 9.
Watch the whip.
Let him. Go.
Now Breeze. Oh, a ball batted in the air, and now it's intercepted. It's the former Patriot Devin McCourty. He's got the lane, and there he goes. And he will score. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. Yes, the old tip drill works to perfection there.
You're bringing back great memories. Used to love that drill. And a lot of times in practice, you work on it, not just one tip, but multiple tips, just in case the ball stays in the air for a while, to have an awareness and the ability to go up and grab it, and then you want to get some blocking support and end up in the opposite end zone.
In that tip drill, what do you yell?
For us, it was Oski. Okay, Oski
different
was an
things for different teams.
Different teams have different ways of doing it. I've heard bingo, jackpot. The worst I ever heard, though, was Frankenstein. You don't want it to be a
too many syllables.
Yeah. You want to get it right down and go. Oski is really the preferred word.
Oski. This is taken at the 3. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line.
At their own 30-yard line.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And following the pick 6, and they have decent field position in throwing that pick 6. We'll see how they attack this drive.
And I think all you say to your guy is, listen, let's just take care of the football a little bit better. Make some better decisions on this drive, and they'll probably help him a little bit with maybe some really high percentage throws early to let him get settled back in.
But they told us, they've got confidence. That's not a problem.
Yeah, not a problem at all. They just want to make sure they get things settled down a little bit for their offense and give their defense a little bit of a chance to rest.
And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. That'll go as a pickup of 32 on the catch and run. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. Running with Kamara. And that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down.
I think it's pretty evident. We can say what a difference a week makes. Last week, he ran pretty much wild, didn't he? Did pretty much what he wanted to do. But this one, they stopped him cold. That, to me, that's good scouting and even better execution.
Yeah, and they stopped him behind the line right there. They obviously watched the tape a few times and made some adjustments.
That didn't appear to be a run blitz. He just darted in once he saw the run develop. That appeared to be a case of see ball, get ball.
You're good, you're good. That's cool, ready. Hey, Charlie, you're good.
On third and long, it's Breeze. Looking long for Thomas. And that'll wind up incomplete. Bold play call there. Now it's fourth down.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything that warranted a flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket. These kickers now, it's like we take them for granted. Kicks like that used to be such a big deal, and now you just expect them to make it.
Yeah, you're exactly right, and we shouldn't take them for granted, but I have a theory about it. You want to hear it?
Yep.
They are more athletic now than ever before. Talk about kickers. Trace their backgrounds, trace their histories. You'll find that they were big-time athletes all along, but their kicking was so prevalent that we made them specialists.
Well, and now those 50-plus yarders seem easy for some reason. The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. And last time they coughed it up, led to a field goal. They're fortunate that it only led to a field goal, but still, they're not happy about it.
Could you sense the relief, though, when they only gave up the field goal and they were able to trot back out on the field and start this drive? A little more pep in their step because they didn't cost their team a touchdown, but they know they've got to do it a lot better than they did on the last possession.
The coach will just be relieved, though, if they recoup with a score here, right?
I think the coach would be ecstatic to see them pick themselves back up and now take it downfield, punch in the end zone without turning it over.
And he's brought down at the 24 after a gain of 4.
Well, if you're going to run the read option, typically, you've got to keep an eye on the defensive end.
And what does that mean? What are you looking for with a defensive end?
Well, you want to play off of what he does. If he collapses inside towards the running back, then you pull it and take it yourself outside in. If he stays outside,
nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Man, he got in there so quickly, Charles. What could the offense have done to adjust and account for that?
But what you're hoping is that you figure out and you see and get a clue that maybe there's going to be some pressure coming at you, and you change the blocking schemes. Maybe you go to max protection. The biggest one is maybe you bring your running back in to try and keep you clean. But in that case, that didn't happen. Zero accountability, and a sack resulted.
The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started. And they've got the lead here getting late into the third quarter. And the passing game for them, it's been terrific. We've seen that, but the rushing game almost non-existent.
And with the lead,
it's caught inside the 25. A very nice pickup of 33 yards.
Tell the truth, partner. You didn't think he was coming down with that one, did you? Come on, tell me the truth.
No, I didn't. I'll tell you what, though. A one-handed grab of that length. Talk about giving your team a little juice.
Oh, big time. I mean, everyone's going to be excited about that one, whether you're on the field or not. It permeates its way through the entire team, and I can't wait to see what they do on the next down.
At the 14-yard line.
8 yards the gain on that last run. Here's second and a couple.
Hey, alert three, alert three.
Check.
Again, it's Kamara. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
But we always talk about good down and distance, allowing offenses to expand their playbook. Well, 2nd and 2, that means your playbook's wide open. You can run just about anything. But a lot of times, the play caller, he just looks down at his sheet, sees the short yardage runs, and goes to one of those.
And that is going to do it for this third quarter of action. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Ready? Yellow lady. Kill. Ready, catch.
A man who's been busy this afternoon. It's Kamara again. And the big boys up front, they're going to stop him right at the line. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be second down.
Second and 10.
Ready? 5-8.
Here's 11 yard line.
Take that hand with that.
Now they'll throw with Breeze. That's going to be caught at the 10-yard line. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a third down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
The Saints on third down, 3 for 7 so far in this game. This is 3rd and 4. On third down, here's Kamara. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. It's a pickup of 3, but it brings up what will be an interesting 4th and 1. So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. This to make it a 2-score game. So that's a big one. Obviously, Charles makes it a 2-score game. His 3rd field goal of the game, able to knock him through.
Yeah, not exactly free and clear yet, but as a defense, you get to play a little bit looser, don't you? Because you do now have a little bit of a margin of error, don't you?
And he'll take it a yard or so past the 20, call it the 21-yard line. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means
nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Marcus Davenport has now recorded 10 sacks on the season.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
Throwing on 2nd and long. Winston, and his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by the linebacker, Demario Davis. And he'll take this down inside the 15-yard line. Charles, whatever's going on between his ears right now, it's just not completely calculated correctly. 7 picks between last week and this week after that one.
And they always say the most important part of a player is those 6 inches between the ears. But right now, it's all those interceptions that are going on. So whoever his trusted confidant is on the sidelines, I'm up with it.
And they're going to get him. He's sagged back around the 28. Carl Nassib in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year. Now that after the sack, it'll be interesting to see what they have planned for 2nd and 23.
45. Hey, I 7. Here we go.
Check, 45 to Mike. Check.
Clock.
Breeze now to throw. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact, no call, and it's 3rd down. Charles, you'd said the magic number was probably right around 20 for this defense because they're facing one of the top 5 offenses in the league in terms of points scored. They've had their moments, but this offense just a little too good, isn't it?
They really are, because no matter what you do to make an adjustment on defense, they've had an answer for it.
And on this one, he'll get to the 15, right at the 15-yard line. It's a gain of 11, but they're still well short. It's 4th down.
This offense really put themselves in a tough spot on 1st and 2nd down, and needing long yardage to try and pick up a 1st down, and they ended up getting a great run. Explosive, picked up nice yardage. You don't expect to be in this situation on 4th down, but guess what? It all started with what happened on 1st and 2nd down. Really put them behind the 8 ball.
So they settle for just the 3, but clearly right now anything helps trying to salt this one away in the 4th.
Without a doubt. Obviously a touchdown probably would have been the final nail to finish this thing off, but it's still 8 up time, got points. So while it's not mission accomplished, it's darn close.
The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started.
Hey, 5 on the 50.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
Brandon, at least there's one bright side to that incompletion.
What's that?
It wasn't an interception.
Wow. You're a nice guy. That was kind of savage. But correct. No pick, just incomplete that time. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off by Von Bell. Bell sheds him off. Yet another interception, and I just had to double-check my math. But it is now 8 between last week and this week.
Well, I just used the calculator. I didn't worry about double-checking it. But the thing that always throws me when you see quarterbacks in this type of a bad spot, they're trying to figure out what they can do to change it, and sometimes they try too hard, and they never get out of it. And that's where he is right now. He's just locked in a really bad way.
a throw that's taken in by the tight end Cook. And he'll lose yardage here, back at the 47. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down.
Brings up second and 11.
And never good on a pass completion there to go the wrong way. Lost yardage.
No, for some reason it seems to work better when you throw it downfield or you can move the ball downfield running it that way, doesn't it? But in this case, if you're the defensive guys, you're energized, executed well, and you caused a lost yardage play. That's going to feel good and look great in film.
So it's Saints football as we get you reset. And no doubt what they're looking to do is just salt away the final couple of minutes and escape with a win.
Hey, Orbit.
Here I come again. Here I come again. Here I come again.
To throw again on second down. Breeze going for the deep ball. And he gets this down deep into Tampa Bay territory. A big-time play there for New Orleans. 44 yards. The chain gang hustling to catch up. Here's first and goal from just inside the 10. They'll run out of the gun with Kamara. And running room hard to come by here. He gets it down to the 8. Only a yard on the pickup there. Second and goal. Here's second and goal, operating from the 8-yard line.
Opposite. Hey, Delta.
Breeze going to throw here. And it's caught. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. The catch good for 6 yards, but now it's third and goal.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
A big play to start the drive got him in this position, but this defense has held firm since. And he is in for the score. Touchdown, New Orleans. Alvin Kamara, his second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Saints able to stretch that lead out further. And now they'll empty the backfield here as they elect to go for 2.
Mike, 45. 6-man.
12.
Check curls.
Working from the gun, it's Breeze. And this one's caught. And their fourth quarter lead grows by a couple more. And the formula there on the 2-point try, they go 5 wide. Not even the option to hand the ball off. They got it.
They tried to create space, and there isn't a whole lot of it there. For the defense, what you're trying to do is make sure that if they're going to catch the ball, make them catch it behind you because they run out of space with the back line. But in this case, the offense figured it out.
And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride.
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once. We were down huge, and someone said, "Coach, what do you want to call?" He just waved a hand like, "Who cares? Let's get out of here and do something some other time." But some teams like to do something at the end to feel a little bit better as they continue to move forward.
Yeah, probably just want to put this one behind them. Looking to throw again on second down. Winston, Rashard Matthews here on the catch. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down. So this one, a victory here for New Orleans. And maybe more importantly, a victory in the division, which always helps.
And on the road. How about all of that rolled up into one? Because how often do you see division games get decided by this much of a margin?
Yeah, they thumped them.
Yeah, they jumped all over them. In a division game, it's usually a touchdown or less because these two teams know each other better than most teams in the league. In this case, that didn't hold up. On the road, big margin, big victory. Oh, yeah, that flight home will be good.
So for New Orleans, the great run they've been on continues as they move to 9-1 now.
Big numbers, 100 minute bag, that's a big number. Big
numbers. Big numbers. Whole team counted, that's a big number.
Hey, foreign cars, foreign seats with the foreign leather. Foreign number, put the card in the 18.